lot of reasons why evil is allowed to continue spreading itself and proliferating is because people don't really understand symbols. You know, they don't understand what symbols mean. They'll be right out in the open. I mean, why would they? I mean, it's not like we're ever taught to look at that stuff. In fact, if anything, we're, you know, led away from looking at that kind of stuff. Or, you know, read the words, read signs that are important to maybe crossing the street or no smoking, whatever. But things like this, right? Not a lot of people know what it means. Now, this symbol here, originally, I mean, this is all over the place around here. It's on the buses too, on one of the brands of buses. I took notice of a chair in there, like, I guess, I don't know, 6 months ago. I posted a photo of it on my Instagram. Not long after, they covered it up with this this duck. At first it was something else. They put like a towel over it, and then they put a towel and a duck. Well, now there's another one out there, this chair that, you know, so it's almost like they hid the symbol, but then they needed to have it there. Now sometimes they can use these for markers, you know, for drop-off points or meeting points, or, you know, they mean something to someone who knows whatever system is being utilized. So because it, you know, you can't exactly coordinate this stuff very easily or kind of any way in what would be considered out in the open. And symbolism is used to do this for a lot of stuff. This is just like one little minor thing. But yeah, there's a lot of that around here. And historically, the islands have always kind of had a problem with that as far as the movement of people. I talked about it here. I don't like to fly too close to the sun with that stuff, but I just thought it was interesting that after they covered that up, there's like a new one there now. It's almost like people who were showing up there for a checkpoint or something were complaining, like, I went in, I didn't see it in there. So they had to put another one in. And it sounds crazy, right? But, you know, I believe if that's not exactly what it was, it could be something along those lines. And as far as them covering it up, I don't think they fucking saw my Instagram post. Although I did tag it with Ross. I did tag it with Ross. And it was on an account that I no longer have, because I always got to blow through personal accounts, because they catch up to me eventually. I have a new one now. And it's funny, just for fun, like, I'll post the same post on my new account and one of my last accounts. And the same post will get hundreds of likes on the new account, and on the other account it'll get 2 or 3, because the last account is so throttled, so hidden, you know. So this will end up being the same way too, but for now it's kind of fun to be able to use one. I'm just trying to not I'm trying to stay out of the being noticed there. I think I got my first kind of attention yesterday by posting a picture of that washed up actor, the Sean Penn, how he was saying that unvaccinated people should be jailed and they should be forced vaccinations for them. So I posted a little thing from 4chan where they were quoting him and showing the picture of the retarded guy that he played in that movie. But I think the word vaccination kind of got their attention, and it got slapped with that COVID. For more information about the totally, you know, thing. Oh man, did I just say COVID? Whatever, I don't know. I don't know what trips it off anymore. Although I will say, I haven't had problems with YouTube at all in a while. I don't know if the algorithm is getting better or less strict, but yeah, when I first started on here, it was just constant, you know. I got a band for a week. I was getting claims all the time, like copyright claims for music. That would just be like as I'm walking, you'd hear music coming from a store, like kind of like this, you know, and it would be picked up in the video, and I'd get a copyright claim for it. But that doesn't happen much anymore, which is good. I mean, I'm not complaining. So I don't know what's changing there, or something's changed with their algorithm. It's fine, it's good. I want to come out and do some like a Christmas video and catch all the lights and stuff, so I'll probably do that. If not today, I'll do it before Christmas, because it looks kind of cool, the big tree over there. And I'll go through International Marketplace when all the lights are turned on. I was talking to my sister the other day about how, well, she asked me, like, does it feel like Christmas there at all? And I'm like, nope, not at all. It's kind of weird. There's like this cognitive dissonance when you see these, like, you know, I think it was Bob Chapek. When you see all this Christmas stuff and decorations and lights, and the things that traditionally, for me, growing up in New England, were tied to colder weather and snow. When you basically have a summertime kind of vibe here, like all year round, it doesn't really feel like Christmas. If anything, it feels like, for a while, in the late 70s, early 80s, that Christmas in July thing was kind of taken off. And during the summers, you know, I was fortunate enough to live at the beach during the summers, and in the neighborhood there, they used to do the Christmas in July thing, and that went on for a little bit. But then we kind of aged out of it. We got older, and, you know, just became less interested in it. But you don't hear much about that anymore. It's kind of like a meme, you know, just a curiosity. But it felt like for a while they were trying to make a push in earnest to have that happen, because of course all the profits are made for a lot of retail for the entire year through Christmas. So I think the thinking was, of course, hey, if we could put another day in there 6 months from Christmas where we can maybe, you know, sell some more shit, it's worth kind of trying to force this meme. And it, you know, outside of the few years that I remember them doing it, I don't think it really it took off or did anything. I know we did like some gift thing for a couple years, like small gifts, like little things, and there were decorations put up. And as a kid, I was just like, nah, it's too weird. It's not. This ain't happening. That place looks nice at night too. I'll come over here and I'll get all this stuff lit up. It's just the best time to come out is the thing. Like right now is a great time to be out here because not a lot of people out here, but none of the lights are on, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of times, like when I'm editing stuff, I'll watch stuff back, and I'll just, some of the things I say are just so boneheaded. Like I could make points better, but a significant portion of my thought process is focused on being aware of what's happening around me at all times, especially when it's, you know, crowded. So it can kind of throw me off. But I still posit it's much better than just sitting in front of a camera and staring at my head, you know. It's not, it's more, you know, and I live in a place where it's interesting to see what's going on, you know, being in a tourist area and stuff like that. I don't think people that visit a lot, like you are tourists, it's almost like they're surprised when they find people actually live here. You know, like of course in Hawaii they live all over the island, and the islands, but this specific area, I think people feel like it's just a tourism area. People work here and no one lives here, because there's so many times someone will stop you on the street to ask you like information that you'd ask someone at a desk, like, hey, is there anywhere to get this kind of food or that? And, you know, I do my best to help them, but sometimes you have people that are like, no, I don't like that place. Well, how about this? Yeah, we already went there. It's like, well, maybe look online. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I know that if they see like someone that's a don't know how they would know I was, and I'm not a local. I don't think I'll ever be a local, but someone that lives here. I think they just think they know, and how they know I don't live, I don't know, whatever. I have no idea, but I get asked a lot about stuff like that. See, this isn't one of the buses that have that. There are gold buses in town too. It's one of the major, I think 2 or 3 companies. There are some that just do Japanese passengers, the pink ones, the pink, it's like a pink bus, and I don't know how that works, but yeah, they deal with Japanese tourists mostly. But one of the other regular buses here, they're gold, and they have that symbol splattered all over it. And the way it works, I mean, it's for a way to communicate. Like I said, you know, you can't really say these things or do things out in the open. And the same thing with like drop-off points or areas here that I think are safe houses that I pointed out before. Pointed out just up to the line. You know, I'm not gonna burn my wings on this thing. It's just that, you know, it's interesting, and when I see new sort of blatant things, I always make mention of it in a way that, you know, the safest possible way, because you just don't, I mean, I don't want to knock on my door for anything. I don't want to knock on my door for someone asking for sugar, you know. If people still do that. That's my elderly man thought process. So I'm gonna come back out and I'll get the I'll do a Christmas video later. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.